Greetings, TheWarOwl greets you, and welcome to Unboxafragathon, the show where we open the case, see what's inside, and then have to actually use it inside of a Valve Deathmatch Server. Our first case is the CS2 weapon case number 2. This is a relatively rare case, so it's kind of a waste of money, right? I think I just spent like $15 in order to open this. We have to use this inside of the game to actually play the game, and we got a P250, so that's gonna be a little bit difficult. I think we have to get 20 kills with each weapon, and then we could, that was a kill steal from the other guy, and then I think we can move on. It's actually gonna be difficult using the P250 for this, because P250 is actually not that great. It's not that great. It used to be good when it was a one-tap headshot up close. I looked at the camera for 1 second. There has not been a new case inside of Counter-Strike in 8 months now, which is obvious. They've been working on Counter-Strike 2 for that period of time. So what I think is gonna happen is we're not gonna see a new case, and we're not gonna see any new content like that until Valve is done with the base content for the game and feel like the game is at a place where it plays nice and, oh gosh, this is scary. So what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a big update once they're finally ready to release some new content, and we'll get a new operation, maybe. Maybe we'll see the return of Cobblestone is what I'm expecting. Maybe Tuscan will join. We know that they've already paid money to acquire the rights to Tuscan. And it is a map that a lot of people have been asking for. Oh, they figured me out because my old name was Beppis Man when you look at someone's previous names on their Steam account. P250, come on, do the damage I need you to do. What I think is gonna happen, and what I think they've been planning, is they're gonna release a new case when they release a new weapon, and they're gonna release it at the same time so that we have new skins for the new weapon, and maybe they'll add 2 skins for that weapon. What I think they should add is something like the Guardian from Valorant, which they can use a FAL or if an FNFNC, or maybe an M16, but I think the M16 would probably be a little bit boring, right? Because it just looks like another M. The main reason why I think they're gonna be adding new weapons to the game is this buy menu. This makes it so that the game is not gonna get oversaturated with weapons, because you're always gonna be able to decide which, or to limit how many weapons you put on there. So it's not like, if you have 100 weapons in Counter-Strike, let's say Counter-Strike has 100 weapons, and you open up the buy menu in Global Offensive, it's gonna be confusing, it's gonna be a mess, it's gonna be completely oversaturated with weapons, and it's not gonna be fun for anybody. However, this whole like making our own buy menu thing, I think they have the potential to add as many weapons as they want without it getting bad. I don't think they will though. I think maybe they'll add like 1 or 2 for Counter-Strike 2 over the course of a few years. Maybe like a weapon every 2 years or something like that would probably be good. But yeah, what I'm looking forward to is something like the Guardian from Valorant. I think that was a really smart idea on Valorant devs' part to add something like that. Like some kind of semi-auto weapon that is a little bit cheaper than the other ones. Essentially the Deagle there. It's like the Deagle, but a little bit more expensive. I got 1 more kill to get. I mean, that's just like my wish list, right? They're probably gonna add an alternative to the AWP. They've been planning that for a while. That's my final kill. Let's go to the second case. Speaking of opening boxes, I got this box in the mail from the sponsor for today's video, Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals directly to your door. It's a convenient and smart way to get food. See, when you order delivery, it takes forever, it gets cold, it's expensive, you gotta tip the person, sometimes you even have to interact with another human being. It's awful. Factor makes way more sense. You have chef-prepared meals in your fridge ready to heat up whenever you need food, and they cost less than delivery. I'm gonna heat up a couple of these, 1 in the oven and 1 in the microwave, just to show you that if you want, bam, risotto, 2 minutes, that's it. Trust me on this one, it's gonna surprise you how good it tastes, and whatever your eating situation is, whether you're vegetarian, you're keto, or you want more protein for big muscles, they have you covered. There's lots of options, there's lots of extras and smoothies and interesting things you can get. Me, I just like food, and I cooked an extra one for that special someone. Me. I'm gonna eat them both. Head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code WarOwl50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Second case is the Weapon Case 3, which is also relatively rare, and as is tradition in this series, the second case is the thumbnail, so I'll give it a There, we can airbrush that to make me not look horrible. I always like the items that look kind of realistic, like something you would see in real life. So this is a nice case for me, but I think a lot of people like the flashy, colorful, neon, Valorant child game looking stuff, but that's not for me. Hell yeah! You know what? I thought it was the Victoria, but it wasn't. I just want everyone to know up front that the CZ is going to be a problem. I'm gonna count that as a kill, even though it was the warm-up. I really am not good with this weapon. What am I making excuses for? What am I making? One thing I really wanted to talk about in this video, and I was excited to make a video like this, Unboxafragathon, because it's one of those where we can just kind of chill and talk about things and have a conversation. Tom Scott is a YouTuber who I used to watch quite a bit. One of my favorite YouTubers. I'd watch him every week. Really high quality stuff, would travel around the world and would always have something interesting to share. So recently he retired from YouTube and he made a really nice video, really nice send off. And it wasn't one of those I feel so sad and I don't like to make videos anymore and people write mean comments. And it was nothing like that. It was like a legitimate, I'm done with this, I'm retiring, I did a good job, I'm going out on top. And I'm burned out, oh no. Not that stuff. And I was really impressed with that. And I think a lot of other YouTubers saw that and were like, wait a minute, we can do that? We can just leave? That's okay? This is gonna be tough with this CZ. We had a whole slew of YouTubers all retiring at the same time. Legendary YouTubers like Matt Pat from Game Theory, which I didn't expect that one coming. When I was first getting into watching YouTube, there was a YouTuber that I like to watch called Husky Starcraft, because I was really into the game StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. So I used to watch this YouTuber all the time, and then one day, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and this was like a big YouTuber for the time, he just stopped. There's no way I was gonna get that kill. He just stopped uploading and didn't even just, it wasn't just stopping uploading and disappearing without saying anything. He actually took the time to delete his entire channel and all of the videos. And as a viewer, as a fan of that, I remember my reaction being like, well, F you too, buddy. Experiencing that and having a YouTuber just disappear like that, like, I decided when I started doing my YouTube channel that that's not gonna happen here. If I'm out, I am gonna let you know. And not only am I gonna let you know, we're gonna celebrate it. We're gonna have a party. And I will tell you that is not going to happen anytime soon, so don't think that this is, oh gosh, I keep getting the dinks, but I don't, this isn't like a I'm retiring video or anything like that. We're gonna have a party, we're gonna celebrate. I don't plan on going out on top though, because I really like doing this, so I'm probably gonna do this until it is not feasible anymore. Because I don't know, I just really like making videos. Since Counter-Strike 2 came out, I feel like Valve had a huge opportunity to redo a lot of stuff and redo how a lot of the game modes work to make them a little bit more optimized. And it feels like just with this deathmatch mode, they haven't done that. They just took like the stuff that didn't work from the previous game and put it into this game. Woo-wee! Whoa! What happened to my game? Is this just how it is? Did we get, we're gonna get the missing no skin? We're gonna see what happens when I click unlock. I have no idea. I'm excited, man. We could break it. Could break, oh my gosh. Oh, that's so trippy. All right, missing no. Missing no! All right, we got a P90 from that. P90 blind spot. It looks like crap. I don't know how to use this thing, I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of people have been asking me how I can be so positive and optimistic when it comes to Counter-Strike 2. Probably one of the only guys who isn't just constantly crapping all over the game and saying horrible things about it. I think it's just because it's like, I'm a little bit older, I've been there before, I've seen it a million times. Every time a new Counter-Strike comes out, everybody is super negative. Every time anything changes, everybody's super negative. But I think Valve is committed to making the game work and that we will see changes over time. I'm a little bit disappointed that they haven't made a lot of the changes that I would like to see and a lot of things that the community has been asking them to do. I would say that the biggest slam dunks that, oh, the lighting's weird down here. The biggest slam dunks they could do, which probably would be pretty easy to do, would be left-handed view models and getting rid of the bob. Like, you see how the weapon's moving around as I'm walking, or at least reducing it, to be honest. Because a lot of people have been asking for that. It's not something you'd have in any other game. Other games are like, nah, this is how the game is. This is how you have to play it. Good luck, buddy. But I mean, Counter-Strike is used to being able to customize everything and set it up and optimize it, you know, so. I don't think people like when they have something and then that thing is taken away. And that, of course, has been the story of Counter-Strike 2 so far, even though I think CS2 legitimately has a lot of potential. It has so much potential. I hate this game. Look at this, I can just abuse that. I can abuse freeze time. He couldn't get me. There's nothing he could do because I was invincible for a period of time. Dude, okay, the one thing I really don't like about the game still, and this is one where I'm just gonna be nasty. I'm gonna be negative, okay? I'm gonna be negative. The tracers are so bad, I feel like they're giving me incorrect information, especially with the, Uh-oh. Oh. I tricked him, I tricked him. I want to show you something. Look at the particle effects. See that? Boo, 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 boo. And then when I hit the wall way over there, look at the particle effects. I cannot tell where the round hit, and thus I cannot control the recoil, because you don't do the recoil control. You usually do it based upon where the bullets are hitting on the wall and being able to actually see that. The tracers give me an incorrect idea about where the rounds are going, and the effects on the wall are not giving me a good idea of where the round's going. It feels like the particles that get launched out are obscuring it. I think one of the biggest problems, and it's not really a problem, is that this game is so similar to the previous Counter-Strike game that people go into it and they play it like the game that they played for 1,000,000 hours, and it's a little bit different, so everything's a little bit off, and it'll take time to adjust to it. I have probably gotten enough kills by now. By a lot. I mean, we can look at all the skins all we want, but it's gonna be a blue. It's always a blue, because that's the odds, that's how it works, that's the game. Hey, look at that, oh no.
It was worse than I could have possibly imagined. Or was it?
Oh, I gotta catch people off guard. Here we go, here's one. Oh, it's gonna work. So yeah, Negev, I don't know why you guys like this thing. It's so bad. The movement speed is ridiculous. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I have to like pre-shoot to start the spray to get it accurate. I have this whole thing, I was like, oh, during the segment with the Negev, talk about this inside of it. I'm just having fun. He doesn't know where I am. Yes! Yes! Oh no, that was like an 8-kill streak or something. So one of the problems I think with YouTube right now, I think it is with what is called the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, which, by the way, not a pejorative against Mr. Beast. Everybody loves Mr. Beast. The way I could explain it is that there is an emphasis on algorithm chasing and sensationalism. I can stand here all day. There's nothing you can do. I'm invincible. I am invincible. The heart of YouTube, and I would say why I'm interested in it, why I kind of love it as a platform compared to others, is when you abstract any YouTube video down, what you have is a guy talking directly to the audience about something he's passionate about, sharing his passion for something. Gotcha. Oh, I'm sneaky. Ooh, I may be slow, I may be fat. I got moves though! Oh, it's so dirty. It's not nice. I'm not a nice man. Oh gosh darn it. I feel really nerdy using this gun. It feels bad. I feel so uncool, you know? Like, look at this. This isn't gameplay. This isn't Counter-Strike. Look at that. You just pointed at him and click and then they die. It's uncool. Like, he can't do there's nothing he could have done there to make that situation better. You just get 2 body shots with this thing. You know what this is? This is like the OP Deagle. You remember when the Deagle was OP? It was just like 2 body shots long range. One of my favorite YouTubers is Video Game Donkey. I watch like everything that guy puts out, and it's because he has the courage to just make the videos that he wants to make, and you end up with some really interesting idea. Whatever he thinks is funny or whatever he thinks is interesting to talk about, he talks about, and you end up with some like really, how would you say it, avant-garde stuff. Ah! I don't think I've been spawn camped more than this in my look at nerd! Alright, I gotta blame the game mode though. I'm not gonna blame the players for playing it that way. It's deathmatch though. You should just always keep moving and always take every fight, because the whole point is to increase the amount of engagements you take, right? Like this guy, I got him. I hear a guy behind me, I'm gonna take it. Normally I wouldn't do this. Normally, I wouldn't do that, right? Normally I would stand here and I'd wait and I'd do this. It's deathmatch! What are you guys doing? Why are you playing like that? It was fun to make one of these videos. I got you. I got you, Tom. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.